After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
22 needle.
Lance now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's second and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLeod, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Red, cycle. Blaster, 6. Yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
At the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Once again, it's Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on third down, Randolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, Randolph. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Randolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Randolph. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Randolph. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Randolph. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Randolph. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right, 60.
They'll try the left side. McLeod. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is caught at the 8. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Randolph. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Randolph. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've gotten right back in this ballgame after a very sluggish first half. Back when you played, after a bad half in the locker room, is it usually the coaches or sometimes the players who are the most vocal?
It's usually the coaches, but I do remember one time in particular where the coaches started to talk about what they wanted us to do in the second half, and a couple of leaders stepped forward and said, "Coach, we've got this," and pretty much ushered them out. And they delivered the halftime message. It worked, too. We played much better in the second half and came back and won.
Whoever said something at halftime, it's working right now.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's McLeod, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Here's second and 10.
Chop, 17. Fight, 97.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 23. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's McLeod. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chiefs 24.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Randolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Randolph. He finds Johnston. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to have to hook up to Scott. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Blue striker. Let's go. Full set.
To throw, it's Lance. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the Chiefs are going to signal for him and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now the Bucs first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The return is Reed. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Randolph. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Come on, set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Kansas City,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high pick.